If that happens, Judge Ito would have to step down from the case near certain grounds for a mistrial.
What we suggest to the court is this is a ploy by the prosecution because they don't want to proceed further. We will never agree to a mistrial in this case. This man has committed perjury. There's no need to dance around this. He has committed perjury, and that's the issue. Your wife has nothing to do with that at all.
We want to end this case, Your Honor. We want to get a verdict from this jury. We don't want a mistrial. We want a verdict that's based on the evidence. We want a fair and just verdict.
In these tapes, Mark Furman indicates, I am the key witness in the trial of the century. If I go down, the prosecution's case goes down. It goes down, and he says, bye-bye. And that's what they're faced with, bye-bye. They see their case floating out the window.
No matter what you do, Judge, you will be criticized because there is an appearance created, and it's a no-win situation.
Well, that's pretty much par for every day, isn't it?
Yes, I agree.
At the end of this emotional day, even Judge Ito seems on the verge of tears as he sends the issue of whether his wife can be a material witness to another court.
I would love my wife dearly. And I am wounded by criticism of her, as any spouse would be. And I think it is reasonable to assume that could have some impact.
In a couple of days, Judge John Reed rules Captain York is not relevant to the proceedings, and the prosecution cannot call her as a witness. Meanwhile, Judge Ito already is studying transcripts of the tapes with the insults against his wife edited out. But before he rules on the tape's admissibility, there's another explosion in the courtroom as Robert Shapiro accuses Christopher Darden of threatening the judge in chambers.
He then, however, got to the heart of the matter. He said, Judge, I haven't vented in a long time, and I'd like to vent. We think you've been unfair with us. We think you've been unfair to the prosecution. It started with Mr. Kellberg. You cut Mr. Kellberg off. You allowed Mr. Cochran 6 days of cross-examination, and you would not allow Mr. Kellberg cross-examination. You embarrassed Mr. Kellberg. You ridiculed him in front of the jury, and we don't like that. You also continued to do that the next day with Miss Clark. You cut her off. You vilified her in front of the jury. We don't like that. And that was the reason that they had threatened this